Hey buddy, Pat Palmer, the computer guy here from Hampton, Iowa on another episode of Pat's on Periscope. This is our first one this month of November. Took the second off as it was my birthday, and then took last week off because I was busy with some other things. So anyway, we are here with another episode of Pat's on Periscope. We're going to talk about a few things. I'm standing up for some reason today. I just didn't want to sit down for this week's edition, so it's kind of like I probably should have had a light over here, but it didn't work that way today. So anyway, first off, of course, everybody's hearts and prayers are with the country of France and the capital there of Paris, and all of the things that have happened this past week. There certainly want to send along our well wishes to just heal that country up and get things rolling again. Over the weekend, people have changed their Facebook pages to the blue, white, and red. It used to be if you did that, possibly there could be some sort of Facebook type of virus that could get into that. I don't think that's as popular now as it once was. One thing that they did activate when they did Facebook activated a safety check. So if you were in Paris or wherever you're at, and there is an incident like that, you can click on your phone for safety check, and then you can that will let people, loved ones, know that you are alive and okay, or what a situation is. So that's kind of a neat feature that they have put on there for Facebook, is the safety check thing. I reposted it on my page and reposted on the Computer Guys page. Not that I have a whole lot of fans in France, but in case somebody knows somebody who knows somebody, and that's how things get started, they could certainly relay that to them. Something we want to just go right into with this discussion of the terrorist attacks in France is, of course, there are always idiots out there that use something like this to their advantage. And what you may be seeing, and be very, very careful on this because borderline it is a hoax, is if you see any emails or things pop up in your Facebook feed about donating money. Of course, when you have such a tragedy like this, you always have scammers out there that are ready to take advantage and pounce on people who just want to send well wishes or support financially, and they click on a link and it really doesn't really go to the people you want it to go to. I know in Hurricane Sandy and a few things like those, they had some bogus links, and the money never got to where you wanted to send it. It was supposed to go to the Red Cross, but it was a bogus link that looked like the Red Cross or an email type of thing. And you don't want to get stuck in something like that, because then they get your credit card information, and then, of course, you're pretty much jarred with not giving any money anytime there's such an event. So make sure if you see an email or something in your Facebook feed excuse me, that comes up about France or donating money, you check it out really, really well. Google it. Ask your friends, ask the computer guy. You can always email me, hey Pat, check this out. You can contact me through my Facebook page at Pat the Computer Guy, and we can always do that. I can always check that out for you, because you do not want to be scammed on something like this, because this would be international, and you'd have your credit card information shared internationally. So you do not want to do that. So, of course, like I said, there's always these people that think that during a time of tragedy like this, they have to profit from it, and that just sucks. On to social media. I started a new page today. Met with the folks at Merv's Classic Chevy Parts. So if you type in Merv's Classic Chevy Parts in your Facebook page, you will see a page for Merv's Classic Chevy Parts in Iowa Falls. So make sure you do that. I can put the link down below on both the YouTube video and also on the randomaccess.bz page as well. So that's where you'll find the video blog in a couple of days. And anyway, we're trying to get that lifted off the ground. A lot of competitors out there. There's a lot of people that know me. Ooh, a lot of people know me. Anyway, we certainly want to have a lot of people visit Merv's Classic Chevy Parts and make sure they like the page. And I guess the John Lutz, of course, is here, so he's important, and we thank him for stopping by, pointing out that I'm not evidently Bon Jovi, and I don't have 5,000. Oh, there's an Iowa State game on. See, what you don't understand, Mr. Lutz, is that, and I don't even know why I'm doing this, but I repurpose this video like 4 times, and so what people don't watch live, they of course can watch on the replay, they can watch on my YouTube stream, and then they can watch also on my blog feed. So the purpose I try and tell people is when they do a Periscope to repurpose it several times. So anytime something like this is done, if you're doing one and done, then you've wasted your time. So repurpose these videos. But anyway, what I was saying was check out Merv's classic Chevy parts, and they'll appreciate your like, and of course pass it on to any Chevy enthusiasts, because there are a lot of car shows in the summertime here in Iowa, and a lot of 55, 56, 57, 58 Chevys, and those are cool. They're very cool cars. Anyway, there's kind of what identified the 50s. Also, make sure that when you do your page, you verify your page. Now, if you go to your page's settings, and the third one down is verification. So make sure you verify your page setting, your page listing, so it can be found a little bit easier, and it bubbles up ahead of the rest. That's always a cool thing. And like I've always said, for Christmas this year, if you have a family member that you don't know what to get them, and maybe they have some new technology, maybe it's time to get them a $10 off card from the Computer Guy. And you can buy these in packs of 1, or you can buy these in packs of 10. Doesn't matter to me. Anyway, $10 off any computer repair, the service of a computer repair from the Computer Guy. So make sure that you give me a buzz, or just hit me up on Facebook, or right here on Twitter when there is a need for gift certificate cards. Yes, I am the Computer Guy. It says so right there on my card. So that's what you can do. And make sure you check me out online, www.thecomputerguy.bz. And make sure that you, if you have any computer or technology needs, I know there's going to be a lot of new stuff coming out for Christmas this year. Need any of that stuff hooked up. Once you get it home, make sure you just give me a holler, and you can just contact me through the webpage or through my Facebook page. And so anyway, I want to remind folks about that. Again, with Facebook this week, there were a couple of changes. Again, we talked about the color thing with the France flag, and did that for a while and switched that back. Also, verifying your page is a handy thing. Also, make sure you have all your page things filled out, like your About section. You know, that you get a long description and a short description. Make sure you fill both those out, whether they're original, whether you copy them from your website or whatever. Make sure your website address is also listed. And make sure you're taking advantage of those call to action buttons that you see, the contact us, or show me, or visit website, or shop now, or call me, or whatever those call to action buttons are. Make sure that you utilize those, because any interaction that you have between yourself and your Facebook crowd or audience is a good thing. You don't want to hide your phone number. You don't want to say, well, I don't know how you can get a hold of me. Make sure that stuff's out there if you're doing business that way. That's what you want to have done. If people call you up, that's what you want to have, is that people find you. It's like search engine optimization, or page verification, or any of these tools that are out there to use. Make sure you use them so people do find you. That's kind of the point of having a Facebook fan page. But anyway, like I said, our thoughts and prayers go out with the folks of France, and just don't buy into any of those hoaxes of helping people out over there without checking them out. And I don't know why we would talk about Rand Paul tonight, where Rand Paul wasn't on the docket for tonight. Gift cards were, though, and you can get yourself a $10 gift card from the Computer Guy, and just to hit me up with an email. Make sure you get them out. Of course, we have them in any denomination that you want, from $10 all the way up to, well, however much technology you think that your parents or grandparents need. How about that? That's just what we have. So anyway, well, that's about enough for the political commercials for tonight. Ha ha ha. So Anyway, what temporary photos? What temporary photos? Temporary photos. Oh, in your phone? In your phone. Temporary photos. Temporary photos. Temporary photos. I'm not placing temporary photos in your phone when you take a picture, or the feed for Periscope. Periscope lasts 24 hours, and then from here, I upload it to my YouTube page, and then from my YouTube page, I copy it to my www.randomaccess.bz page. Oh, the cover photos. You could set those in a timer, and so they could last for one day, they could last for a week, or they could last till folks notice, or TFN as we call it, till folks notice. Anyway, till further notice, it's up to you. So you can either set them up with a time limit that you specify, or change them permanently, and away you go. So when I changed it back, I just had to pick a new photo, and then that was my profile. So again, when you change them over to the stripes, then away we go. Yeah, there we go. So anyway, that's what we have for tonight on this episode of Pat's on Periscope. We appreciate everyone stopping by. Had a good week last week. We had lots of activity. We did have to see. I had to give a shout out to Chad. We went to Fort Dodge the other night to watch the Donald and have his little meltdown. So anyway, that's what we saw last week, and Chad helped me out on a few other things as well. So again, we're going to say hi to some techs out there that we do business with, and talked to one of them today in North Iowa, and he's keeping busy through this holiday season. I hope things get a little bit busier for him, he says, and I do too, of course, because it's like the calm before the storm. Mid-November is kind of tough because people haven't bought their Black Friday stuff yet, and next Monday night we'll talk more about Black Friday next Monday night. And so now is kind of a 2-week period where things are kind of calm because nobody has their new technology. They haven't bought it from Black Friday or Cyber Monday yet. And so anyway, people are still kind of holding off on that. Anyway, that's what's going on tonight here in Hampton, Iowa. I've been busy the last couple of weeks getting some home repairs done, and I had a birthday thrown in there. So we are back with Pat's on Periscope for another Monday night. We hope to make it a continual thing after this. So anyway, thanks for giving me a couple weeks off. We'll see you next week right here on Pat's on Periscope.